In the early hours of the day, as the sun struggles to pierce the smoky clouds over Islamabad, a PAF C-130 Hercules cargo plane rumbles down the runway at Nur Khan Airbase, Chaklala. Officials said it carries sensitive documents belonging to the Pakistani establishment. Similarly, from a PAF base, Samungli, near Quetta in Balochistan, another PAF cargo flight lifts off. Again, to vanish in thin air, without rosters and manifests. The mystery deepens. When some PAF officers questioned these flights, these officers were immediately transferred from these locations. The mysterious flights continued. Some officers decide to take the matter further. And some, realizing their fate, simply disappeared. In April 2022, investigative journalist Wajahat Saeed Khan, working with Newsweek, brought the matter in public by citing a white paper published by some Air Force officers. Now it was the turn of the PAF to act. On May 5, 2022, the Pakistan government constituted a high-level inquiry commission led by retired Air Marshal Syed Noman Ali. The commission turned out to be a sham. Instead of investigating the wrongdoing cited in the white paper, the commission raised questions on the white paper itself and pinned down the officers involved in creating the white paper. Finally, in October of 2022, 13 PAF officers were court-martialed. Some after their retirement. The court-martialed officers included very distinguished officers like Air Marshal Ehsan Rafiq, Deputy Chief of Air Operations, Air Marshal Tariq Zia, Air Marshal, retired, Javed Saeed, and 10 others. Most of them still languishing in Pakistani military jails, without any legal recourse or proper medical facilities. These powerful armed forces top officials are so irreplaceable that they force the current political dispensation to change the law for them. This political class, that itself depends on these very powerful elites, was more than happy to oblige. The parliament passed a law in November 2024. This law extends the service tenure of serving Pakistani elites from 3 to 5 years. The media reported this was the reward for toppling the Imran Khan PTI government, thus giving them the constitutional immunity to continue looting a country in which its common people are struggling to make two ends meet. On your screen is flashing the white paper. Take a screenshot, and if required, write to us and we will provide it over mail. And now that you have seen the white paper yourself, you know we are talking about none other than Air Chief Marshal of Pakistan Zaheer Ahmed Babar Sidhu. Every defense deal crossing his desk carries a hidden tax. His signature demands a cut. Pay up and the deal flies. Refuse? And you'll be grounded. In this video we take the investigation forward. We ask critical questions. If these planes were carrying the loot of ACM Babar, where was he sending this loot? How and through whom? Was he routing this loot? And above all, where is all this money coming from? This is live investigation. Stay with us. Subscribe, share, like and comment. We will take all these questions to their logical conclusion. Our assurance to you. The numbers you'll see aren't guesses. We've traced deeds, followed money trails, verified insider testimony. Sources will flash on screen, screenshot them before they disappear. Let them not bury this story. Let's begin by exposing the assets of Babar in Pakistan. Bani Gala, Islamabad. This is where the empire of loot operates from. On a holiday within Pakistan you will find him here. The plush 25-canal luxury mansion in Bani Gala. Value, 5 billion Pakistani rupees. Proxy owner, Babar's brother through Skybuild Limited. Rai-Wing, Lahore. A 30-acre farmhouse. Valued at 1.8 billion Pakistani rupees. Proxy owner, Wife's Trust, Al-Haya Foundation. DHA, Karachi. Commercial plaza, 8 shops and multiple office spaces, called Capital Square. Valued at 2 billion Pakistani rupees. This property is in the name of his nephew. Clifton, Karachi. Air Chief Marshal Babar owns 6 luxury apartments. Valued at 800 million Pakistani rupees. The proxy owner his brother-in-law. Bawalpur agricultural land. Records show it's a 75-acre farmland. However, locals say it's over 200 acres. Valued at over 450 million Pakistani rupees. Owned by a front company, Greenfields Agritech. Most of you remember the Port Qasim gold seizure where 2.5 kilograms of bullion concealed inside machinery shipped from Dubai was apprehended by customs. The importing company refused to claim it. Customs declared it unclaimed. But here's what was concealed. According to Whistleblower Testimony, in a NAB supplementary report #NAB/EC, 2 powerful figures intervened. The first, Corps Commander Karachi, and the other Air Chief Marshal Zaheer Ahmed Babar. Customs was pressurized to release the gold without any paperwork. Beyond this, officially, no further information is available. However, under the guarantee of anonymity, customs officials say they handed over the gold split into 2 equal portions to an official of the armed forces, leaving all to speculate what happened after that. Let's continue to focus on Babar's assets in Pakistan. Beyond properties and bullion, Babar's garage is worth peeping. From armored vehicles to exclusive BMWs, let's quickly peep in. A Range Rover Autobiography, 2024. Current value, 78 million Pakistani rupees. Registered to Aaheer Foundation, wife's NGO. Registration plate, KHI 777, registered as a corporate vehicle. Armored Lexus LX 570, 2023. Current value, 95 million Pakistani rupees. Registered as PAF official pool vehicle. A Toyota Land Cruiser V8, armored vehicle. Current value, 75 million Pakistani rupees. Registered to Skybuild Limited, Brothers Company. Registration plate, LHE001, government pool documentation. A Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, 2023. Current value, 85 million Pakistani rupees. Registered to Red Eagle Aviation, a front company owned by his nephew. Plate, ISB 350, commercial registration. And apart from these, there are vehicles whose ownership remain unclear. However, these vehicles are being used by close associates of Babar or his relatives. We will call them under investigation vehicles for now. A BMW i8 Hybrid, rare edition. Current value, 45 million Pakistani rupees. Linked to son-in-law's Dubai-based shell company, Stellar Holdings. Current status, spotted in Islamabad, but no Pakistani registration. During the course of this video, you will keep coming across some company names like Skybuild Limited, Aaheer Foundation, Red Eagle Aviation, Greenfield Agritech, Private Limited, and more. These are front companies he uses to collect his loot and as a routing channel to launder it across the world. As we move forward to uncover the hidden loot he holds in countries most Pakistanis won't even recognize. Please ensure you have hit the subscribe button and don't forget to share this video with as many friends as possible. Help Pakistan by exposing how its top brass is looting the country. The chaos of the May 9th riots, where houses and villas of generals were looted, and the army stood powerless for days, it gave a stark reminder to the elites of the Pakistani armed forces. It only takes a single spark to reduce a lifetime's earnings to ashes. Their response: don't put all your eggs in one basket, build safe havens around the world. Babar strictly follows this rule, so now along with Babar, we move to London to check out his safe havens in London and around the world. We begin with Knightsbridge, London. Candy & Candy, the famous interior design and management company, have designed, executed and also provide concierge services for Air Chief Marshal Babar's apartment, located in the world's most exclusive residential addresses, central to the prestige of London, called 1 Hyde Park, Knightsbridge, London. Valued at 45 million British pounds. Owned by a British Virgin Island-based company, Silver Oak Holdings. The beneficiary of this company is a member of his immediate family. Edinburgh shops and commercial property. Babar owns 6 retail units on Royal Mile, the street connecting Edinburgh Castle to the Palace of Holyrood House. All leased out, and earning legal and handsome revenue for him. Valued at 3 million British pounds. Owned by a Scottish company, Tartan Ventures, linked to nephew. Moving westward to Canada. Here Babar owns a luxury detached home in Toronto, Ontario, in the Bridle Path neighborhood. Purchased at $8 million through a holding company, Maple Leaf Holdings. An Ontario-registered corporation, registration 278-8286, payments routed through Scotiabank Trust, and the only beneficial party is brother-in-law of Babar. And now we move to Dubai. Here, Babar has created a relaxing haven in Palm Jumeirah. Driving down from the Media City side, through the Palm Gateway entrance, about 3.5 kilometers down the road, on the right side, stand Shoreline Apartments. In one of these buildings, Babar holds a luxury apartment, with terrace-size balconies facing the sea, roof-to-floor glass doors and windows, overlooking the sea, access to private beach, and exclusive elite clubs. Here we are holding back the building name and the apartment number for protecting his privacy. To see the luxury of this apartment, you need to be as privileged as Babar and his family. This apartment is valued at $4.6 million, the registered owner. Golden Falcon FCE, Sharjah-based Free Zone Enterprise. Beneficial owner is a close associate of Babar, name withheld, the sole shareholder and director of this company. While the Pakistani media keeps hunting for its generals' agricultural lands and farmhouses within Pakistan, its armed forces top brass has developed means and ways of hiding their loot in pigeonholes around the world, covered by a web of complex Benami cross-holding companies. This complex web of cross-holdings make it impossible to identify the actual owners. Babar is a champion of this game. Let's Let's look at a few such companies that can be linked to Babar. Silver Oak Holdings, a BVI shell. Tartan Ventures, a Scottish limited liability partnership, SC 687451. Red Eagle Aviation FZE, a company registered in Dubai Free Zone. Red Maple Holdings Limited, a BVI shell company. Maple Leaf Holdings Incorporated, Ontario Corp registration number hidden. Maritime Ventures Ltd, a BVI shell company. Falcon Metals Trading FZE, a Sharjah Free Trade Zone registered company. Golden Falcon FZE, Sharjah Free Zone registered company. Crescent Star Trading LLC, registered in Dubai in 2021. Let's also quickly look at some banks where Babar holds Benami or proxy accounts. Ansbacher, Bahamas. Silver Oak Holdings. Amount as reported, $32.5 million USD. Account details, trust numbered, 774X. Credit Suisse. Sidhu. Amount as reported, $115.5 million USD. Barclays, Jersey. Channel Islands. Tartan Ventures LLP. Amount as last reported, $38.5 million USD. Bahrain Islamic Bank. Account, BH02 BISB 00000998XXX. Balance as of December 2024, 6.1 million Bahraini dinars. Credible information suggests he holds a UBS account, however it is classified as a high-value account and details of this account are nearly impossible to obtain. The account is said to be holding over $1 billion for Babar. We have not considered Emirates NBD as an offshore account for Babar, as it is like a local account for him. It largely handles his bullion earnings, rental incomes, and money transit. Apart from such huge accumulation of his looted assets and wealth, Air Chief Marshal Zaheer Ahmed Babar is also identified with several properties in the Arabian Gulf. He has substantial stakes in the hospitality industry through local frontmen and shell companies. We list a few here for you. Rove City Centre Dera Dubai, 12.5% stake in the property through convertible bonds in Emir Hospitality specific to this property. Dubai Marina Luxury Apartment. Location, Marina Diamond Tower 2, Dubai Marina. Valued at approximately $2 million, DLA records show a retired Air Force officer related to Babar as the owner. Ajman Freehold Villa Compound. Located in Emirates City, Ajman. Valued at $1.5 million. This is a property owned by an immediate family member. Rixos Bab Al Bar Resort. Al Marjan Island, Ras Al Khaimah, UAE. Here his investment of 8.5% in the property is valued at almost $4 million and fetches him a good dividend annually. At this point, the white paper, written by former Air Force officers of Pakistan, shared on the screen earlier, becomes important. This white paper gives details as to how Babar physically moves his looted wealth out of Pakistan in the form of cash and bullion. He uses a VIP aircraft, Bombardier Global 6000. This aircraft is exclusively designed for his personal taste. Although it belongs to the Pakistani Air Force, but no other VVIP is given this aircraft, they were offered other aircrafts in the same category, as PAF has 4 of them. This one is exclusively for his private and family tours around the globe. He disguises personal cargo, largely cash and bullion, as diplomatic cargo and flies it out of Pakistan, to dump it in Benami assets, bank accounts, and safety lockers and investments. The white paper has more details on the same. It is obvious, Babar alone cannot handle all these operations by himself. His brothers, nephew, brother-in-law, son-in-law, and a team of retired and serving Air Force officials help him execute his plans. The entire operations are carried out very discreetly, and in none of the operations his brothers figure. They use near relatives and close associates to carry out their dark businesses, hence it is imperative to reveal some of the names that appear too frequently in the investigation. Tariq Firdaus, said to be a close relative. Omar Hayat, cited as closest to Babar. Tariq Mahmoud, also a relative. Z Babar, a family member of Babar. And a few other whose names we are not exposing, due to lack of sufficient evidence of complicity. In our next video on Babar, along with his human rights record and his system of loot, we will try to bring out the names of all these persons. Some may come as a surprise. They live lavish high-profile lives in Pakistan, everything hidden under their white collars. Continuing on the big-ticket assets of Babar, we take you to Maldives. Here he owns a private island in Ba Atoll. Valued at $4 million, it is held through a BVI entity, Coral Haven Ltd. It is an uninhabited island, converted to an eco-retreat. This island is used as a bogus revenue generator for Babar's nephew, and it helps round-tripping black money back into Pakistan and UAE. As per the Panama Papers, on top of the company's directors list is Babar's nephew. A luxury resort on Kunahandu Islands, valued at $42 million. This resort is held by a Singapore-based shell company, Starlight Ventures, that has nominated a Malay-based company, Oceanview Holdings. The resort has 45 luxury villas and was purchased when the owners were in distress in 2021 at 60% market value. The earnings are diverted to the Seychelles-based trust. SECP leak confirms Babar's daughter as the ultimate beneficiary. A luxury 85 slip yacht marina in Mafushi, Maldives, capacity 85 boats and yachts, with VIP terminals offering high-end services. Valued at $20 million. And held through a UAE-based front company, Red Eagle Aviation. Routed through a Maldivian tourism development fund. It is alleged that this marina is frequented by money launderers, top HNIs, politicians on leisure time. From around the world. The marina provides high-end services to its guests, and easy security checks, in collaboration with local agencies. These Maldives-based assets of Babar figure in multiple reports. According to a classified 2023 Maldives Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU, report, $37 million in unexplained funds flowed from Pakistan to Maldivian entity Oceanview Holdings between 2020 to 2022, with 89% originating from UAE and Panama shell companies linked to Pakistan Air Force procurement contracts. This coincides with the development of the Mafushi Yacht Marina, registered to PAF Chief ACM Zaheer Ahmed Babar's son-in-law. Maldives National Security Council minutes from February 2022 reveal, the ISI intervened to halt the FIU probe, citing bilateral relations. Despite this obstruction, ICIJ Offshore leaks data traces payments through a 7-layer ownership maze, involving fronts like Starlight Ventures and Red Eagle Aviation. With Maldivian property records now sealed, investigators face a wall of opacity. As Transparency Maldives warns in its 2023 report, in the Maldives, corruption doesn't sink, it floats on yachts. As we approach the end of this video, hit subscribe now. Ensure you're notified the moment our next explosive investigation drops. Our series exposes documented corruption within the Pakistani armed forces and political establishment, truths systematically concealed from the world. These revelations fundamentally alter perceptions of Pakistan's power structure. Our investigation confirms Air Chief Marshal Babar's reported assets are merely the tip of the iceberg. Combined with evidence from Pakistani press reports and the white paper, the conclusion is undeniable: Babar ranks among the most corrupt Air Force chiefs in Pakistan's history. But the critical question remains, where is Babar stealing this vast illicit wealth? Or where is all this money coming from? This is the critical question answered in our next investigation. We will meticulously trace every major transaction across Babar's desk. Aircraft repair contracts tainted by alleged kickbacks. Over-invoiced aircraft engine deals. Helicopter procurement agreements suspected of funneling cash into his accounts. First-hand testimony from Baloch communities detailing exploitation. Gold and copper mines, the sources of wealth diverted into his coffers. To understand Babar's audacity, consider this: he gambled Pakistan's security for profit during the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. When NATO investigators and Conflict Armament Research (CAR) examined downed Iranian Shahid drones, they discovered Western components, despite strict sanctions. European investigators, under conditions of anonymity, reveal the Pakistani military's covert role. They set up bogus companies, imported sensitive GPS systems and microchips from the EU disguised as agricultural supplies. This material was stockpiled in Pakistani Air Force warehouses in Quetta. Components were shipped to Iran via the Taftan border, handed to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. ISI hired ex-engineers form Baykar, the Turkish drone maker. These engineers helped expedite the assembly process to meet deadlines. Finished drones were shipped back to Pakistan and flown to Russia via Pakistani C-130 Hercules aircraft. Crucially, these C-130s returned from Russia carrying highly secretive cargo in specialized containers, delivered to Iran through the same route. This happened repeatedly. What was in those containers? Dual-use technology? Centrifuge components? Fissile material? Something bearing the code 235 or 238? The world may never know. But the risk to Pakistan was catastrophic. This operation generated a mere $340 million, blood money paid for compromising Pakistan's sovereignty and security on the global stage. Babar funneled his share through a British Virgin Islands, BVI, shell company. Needless to say, the entire armed forces top brass of Pakistan made huge amounts in the entire operation. Similar excitement coming soon. Bye for now.